So I'm going to show you how to create a stacked or a segmented bar chart using Excel right now. And here's the problem we're working with where it talked about the cases of injury based off circumstance and gender. And we've already did a conditional table by hand. So I'm going to show you how to actually make a segmented or stacked bar chart with this data. So the first thing we have to do is we need to actually identify our categorical variables, which are circumstance and gender. And then from there, we're going to list out the categories within each. So for gender, I have male and female. And then for circumstance, I have work, home, and other. Now all I have to do is put those numbers. There are no cells in there. So a male that had an injury from work, 8.0. A male that had an injury from home, 9.8. And a male that had an injury from other was 17.8. And a female that had an injury from work, 1.3. From home is 11.6. And from other is 12.9. We don't worry about the total. We just want the cells that are inside of here right now to make this graph. And so we're going to make the segmented bar chart. And here's how we do that. We're going to highlight all of this data like this. And we're going to go to insert. And when we go to insert, we're looking for this chart right here. And I'm on a Mac, you may be on a PC, it may look different, but you look for the chart, the column chart, and you're looking for the stacked one like this. Now, when you create this stack chart, notice what it's conditioning on right now. It's conditioning on the circumstance. And you have your male and female within each circumstance. When we talked about ours, we conditioned on gender. So it's not anything or a problem to change this. And here's how we change it. We're going to, instead of looking, what it did was it switched the columns and the rows. So we need to switch them again. We switch column and rows. Look what it does now. It conditions the sample on male here and female here. And now we can tell, we can look at this graph and test the association. We've already established an association based on the conditionals. But we can see now that because this blue part, which is the work, because the blue parts are not equal, that tells me there is an association. Also, the orange parts are not equal, and the gray parts are not equal.